What's going on, guys? ZombifiedGamer here and welcome back to some more This Is the Police. Taxi driver foils bank robbers. Animal rights advocate. People wearing furs are latent serial killers. Well, they're not. Worker pinned under blade in sawmill accident. Okay. And the mafia hate me even more now. Jesus Christ. Iron didn't come into work today. Does he ever come into work? We have a stripe to give out. Who shall I give it to? Maybe Crombie? I'll save it for now. And we have a funeral for Larry Petzker. This man was an honest servant of the city. Today he was buried with military honours. I still don't know why he was brutally murdered. Morris Brown frequently visits the intensive care unit since his daughter had an accident 2 days ago. But this time, after talking with the doctor, Morris drew a pistol and took several attendants hostage. I won't let anyone go until you stupid lazy pigs start doing something about my daughter. I'm sure they're doing everything they can, you dopey twat. Let's just go full force. And we can hire someone new. I guess we'll get this guy. They keep putting on people with lower and lower professionalism now. It's getting a bit annoying. What shift shall I put him on? B? Let's go with that. I don't know what to do with these dead people because I don't know how to find out information about them. On how they died and everything. I'm assuming that's why you keep them in the morgue. I really don't remember. I'll just declare her dead because I don't know what the point is in keeping her. At least that way I can hire a new person. Even if they are shit. It's still another body for the force. And I can't go over to Armstrong and declare him dead because he's been taken in for questioning, so let me access his card. Okay, they managed to do it, but let someone die. Whatever. During a scheduled rally at the mayor's office, animal rights advocates were pelted by 5 decapitated chickens, presumably thrown by slaughterhouse employees. In a counter-protest, a massive fight started involving armed men. Eyewitnesses report that several people are already wounded. Okay. This the police? I want to report 3 ghouls who came in and painted the walls of my house, covering over all my graffiti. I spent a week on that. They destroyed a priceless work of art. I mean, that's obviously a false alarm, so we'll try and get them for the fight instead, if they can be back in time. Just in time. It was on 0 seconds. Off they go. The house was painted by municipal workers who are only doing their jobs. Yeah, makes sense. A huge crowd of people start beating each other with bats, batons and dead chickens. Throw tear gas. Spread them out. Fuck's sake, seriously? Crombie died? Why? Still arrested the person, so I don't know why the professionalism went down, but I don't know why Crombie died. And I almost gave the promotion to Crombie. So it's a good thing I didn't. Mr. Boyd, I had to dismiss one of the assistants who helped me with the hives at my apiary, and in retaliation he took all of my hives to the landfill and stole the beekeeping suits and other equipment. I need 3 strong men who can pick up the hives from the landfill who aren't afraid of getting a few bee stings. I'll owe you one. I'll give your men a year's supply of honey. I mean, that sounds nice and all, but I don't have the men, so I only have 2 people available. Because one's dead, and I'm going to send them on a bomb threat that I didn't even read, because I can't be asked. Because I'm too annoyed at the fact that Crombie's dead. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know why they're dying. Especially when they're high ranking. Ah, for fuck's sake. Charleston as well. Why not Robbins? He's lower rank. Where's the consistency here? Seriously. I don't even want to read the rest of them because I can't even go to them anyway. There's no point. Just let them end. So I can end the day. Let's just send Robbins on some training. Why not? He's very low rank, so it might help him stay alive, maybe. I don't know. We've got some new frames for a carjacking. Cool. And there's the end of the day. Let's just declare these people dead. So we've got 4 people for the next shift. I still can't declare Armstrong dead. For some reason. Let's just end the day.
Well, Jack, who's your favorite right-hand man?
Francis Kendrick, but go on.
A very good lawyer. Very good. invented a way for you to keep your job. Though invented is hardly the word. He has a whole scheme, a big plan. I just had him on the phone. He's so full of ideas I could hardly get off. Believe me, Jack, this guy knows his stuff.
Wow, I do not know what to say, Martin. That's wonderful news. Can I meet him?
Yes, of course. He's not a local. Right now he's in court on the other end of the country, but he'll be with us in 8 or 10 days. When he gets to Freeburg, we'll sit down, the three of us, and we'll work through the details.
Sounds great. And now you want something from me?
Not at all. Yes. No. Well, I mean, part of his plan is a big public campaign for your support. Talk to the press, lots of interviews, maybe even a few street demonstrations. And it would be nice if your family was there with you. I know you're not talking with your wife, but maybe your children could...
No. Listen. My oldest son and his fiancée have arranged some sort of a trip around the world. A big 7-month tour. His girl's from a wealthy family, so they're taking him with them, along with my younger kids and a few of their friends. They're out there roaming the world, and I'm glad they're away from, well, you know, all of this. They don't even know that I'm getting fired, and I'd like it to stay that way.
Okay, Jack, I thought you might say that. No problem. Oh, it's been a rough day. I think I'll go home and sleep it off.
Martin, wait. Look, you mentioned that you know Laura and me aren't talking, and, well, you think you could help find her?
Jack, I understand that's been hard on you, but I think we should focus on your retirement problem. We finish this, then we'll figure something out, okay? One thing at a time.
I hear what you're saying, Martin, but... Jack Boyd.
Well, Jack, you ready to listen to me ramble for an hour or two? I've had a very busy day.
Almost ready. Bear with me 1 second. Yes, Martin, you're right. One thing at a time. Thanks again. Go home and get some rest. We need your strength. Now I'm ready.
Military veteran Norris Freeburg is a war zone. Yeah, it is. A lot of people are dying. Teachers at University of Freeburg downgrade immigrant students. A sliced pizzeria feeds homeless. And that's about the same. Percy didn't come into work, and neither did Wolf. Or Ein. Who shall I give the stripe to? I think I'll give it to Chin because she's been fairly decent throughout the entirety of this. And we have 2 things at the police station. Okay. Oh yeah, 2 officers, obviously. Let's just do 1 for each shift. Although shift A's only got 1 person on it now. Well, there will be 2. So I suppose I should have put them both on shift A. I'll just move 1 person to shift A, just to try and even it out a bit. That one will then have 4 because he's moving up to shift A. So shift A should have 3 people the next time. Oh, I can finally declare this guy dead. And now I can hire a new detective. And we'll get Peter Vickers because he's the best one. He's actually better than the guy I lost. And we can request a new officer, even though it will be rejected anyway. The prison air conditioning system stopped working and the problem might not be sorted out for a few days. Hearing this, the prisoners rioted, beat up the guards and took over the cell block. They've taken several civilians hostage and are threatening to kill them unless the prisoners start getting treated like people. The warden says the situation must be sorted out as quickly as possible. The National Guard will have to be called in. I mean, you're not going to get the National Guard, you're going to get police, but... Oh, actually you're not because they don't want to go. Never mind. You just have to deal with it. And there's a new child molestation case. 11-year-old Michael Song, a boy from the choir, says he was molested by priest Aaron Huber. Okay, let's see if we can take a detective off the abduction case and put them on that one. Although I've got Vickers available, so I don't know why I wasn't able to put him on there. Let's try put Vickers on there and then use Wolf, maybe? No, he's not available. Okay, very strange. Let's just take all the detectives off and try again. Nope, none of them are available. Why? Strange. Does it have to be Mole? I know what I'll do. I will archive the case, and then send Mole on the new one. There we go, send her off on that. And then when she brings it in, I will archive that one, but put the abduction one back on. Oh god, we got a lot of calls. Mrs. Ferguson says that a couple of guys have converted the house next door into a storehouse for stolen goods. They're robbing pharmacies and then selling drugs. I see. What else have we got? A young cashier went out for a smoke and noticed a suspicious black man slinking around a car near the road. The devil was crawling on the pavement around the car. He looked really suspicious, like a gangster. Sounds like racial profiling. False alarm. Next. April Alston heard a man breaking into her neighbour's apartment and then started beating the woman who lives there. She screamed and the man kept demanding something. I couldn't hear any details. Okay, I can't go to this one, so I'll go to the other one because it seems to have the most credit. Someone died because I wasn't able to go there because I only have 2 people. And wait for the ghetto one to be false. Or not. Okay. Interesting. The child molestation case is open now, so let's archive it. And then reopen the abduction case. And then put everyone back on that. Well, we'll send her out, then just to start the case again, and then I can put the detectives on there. The suspicious man was the owner of the car. He was just looking for his keys. So yes, racial profiling.
Looks like we have a situation here.
The door to the apartment is broken, but the police had still knocked loudly and announced themselves. A brief noise comes from the inside and then all is quiet. The cops enter. Sitting in a corner is a sobbing, battered woman. With no one else around, the apartment has no electricity. Okay, let's calm her down. There's no point having a go at her. The shocked girl continues to cry, but points a trembling hand towards the bed in the far corner. Okay, let's flip it over.
311A in progress.
Okay, gotcha. I was a bit worried that maybe the person would be hiding under the bed with his shotgun and just murder my officers, because you never know at this point. But it was a risk I was willing to take. I won't be able to get to the fight. A frightened citizen found a strange box left by someone on her landing. It's got to be a bomb, she said with a squeaky voice. It's just like the movies. That one's probably false. A man who declined to give his name said that Mary Hinojosa is keeping some stolen jewellery in a storage unit. She just went there now with something else she recently stole. But be careful, she's armed and dangerous, and she doesn't like handcuffs. Okay, maybe that one's got some credit to it, maybe, I don't know. But the other one has got to be fake, the bomb threat. Or the suspicious item, I should say. Because whenever someone says it's just like the movies, it tends to be fake. And they're getting overly paranoid about nothing.
1211.
A homeless man had left the box of junk near the entrance to the building, yeah. So it was fake. Just paranoia. And they did that perfectly well. Good. And we got the jewellery. Bring it to the station. I'm not even sure if the investigators are even in, you know. I don't know how to check. And Victor's Varga's got something going down at midnight. Okay. Cool. Donnie Husted was walking in the evening with a friend and noticed that someone or something was watching them. I only saw a silhouette, but it seemed like a monster. Oh, we were so frightened, we ran to the nearest farmhouse and called you right away. That's got to be false. There's no such thing as monsters. A young couple was strolling through the park, hand in hand, talking nicely between themselves, when up ran a young man in a leather jacket. He snatched the girl from the hands of her boyfriend and started yelling loudly at her, like it was some kind of argument. According to a witness, the assailant could hardly stay on his feet and seemed like he was hiding some kind of weapon in his jacket. Okay, let's go after that one. Probably picked the correct call on that situation.
1210 complete.
The couple were frightened by a scarecrow in the field. Okay, yes. That was definitely false. And I'm assuming that the other one is definitely real. I don't have backup.
311A complete.
Okay, they did it. Good. And they didn't die. No one else died either. It seems like Chin really deserved that promotion. No abduction frames, great. Just what we want. Let's put the new guy and Iron on the case. I've got Wolf on the other case. On the carjacking case, just to bolster that up a little bit. We've received a complaint about a noise coming from a restaurant. It's the 5th day of her damn wedding, and they're still at it. Noise, shouting, swearing, some foreign music with some wilted flowers at the windowsill, and a whole symphony of vulgarity, complained a retired English teacher. The window of her apartment directly overlooks the restaurant. Why can I send so many officers to that? If I had them, obviously. If it's just a bit of a party. I mean, I'll try go to it. And I can't, of course. So I guess the party stays on. It was Vargas's thing, okay. Cool. Nice little $5,000. But no one died, so it's okay. It was only a party. I've only got 2 people for the next shift, why? Where are my other people? I guess I'll just put Chin to work on there, and Alejandro to work on there. So at least I'll have 4 people? Unless it's just not showing the others for some reason. But I guess we'll find out next time, because I'm going to leave it here. Leave a like and enjoy watching, don't forget to subscribe, and goodbye.
I got a zombie army, and you can't harm me. Yeah, who do you, bitch?